So we can also use a vernier scale on a caliper. So this is on a strictly horizontal scale, so we're not rotating something around a thimble. And how the vernier scale works on a caliper is that we're still going to have, well, at least for this class, I've seen various calipers set up in different ways. You need to, when you get a caliper, you need to kind of learn how it works. But as far as how we're working with this, how we're doing these with this class, is we're still going to be going down to the 40th of an inch. And then the vernier scale is going to tell us to the nearest thousandth of an inch. I actually have a vernier scale on my caliper that tells me to the nearest, I think it's 128th of an inch, and that's frankly as close as I think I should be able to get with that particular instrument. But alright, so reading these would be very similar to how we read the micrometer. We first need to figure out where we are on this scale. So we have here's 3 inches, this would be 4 inches. We're at 8/10ths of an inch, so 3.8. That would be our first measurement. And then we're at 1, 2, 3. You can see where I'm measuring right now, I'm looking to see where this 0 lines up. And that 0 lines up after the third mark here, so this is going to be 0.075, just like we saw before, 0.025, 0.050, and 0.075, just like with the micrometer. And then to figure out where we are on this, for the thousandth of an inch, this is where we need to read the vernier scale. So we need to, let me zoom in on this a little more. Hopefully the resolution is fine for you guys. Let's see, it looks like, looking along here, it's kind of hard to tell where they line up exactly. Especially because it looks like these gaps are not consistent. This gap is bigger than that gap, and so on, which makes it really hard to read. I'm going to pretend for a moment that these two look like they're lined up, because it does kind of look like the vernier scale is just after this mark, and it's just before that mark. And so generally when that sort of thing happens, you go to just after to just before. It's between those that you're actually going to take your measurement. So this is where they're lined up, and reading off the vernier scale, I get a 6, which means that would be my my thousandths mark. So this would be 0.006. So we would get adding these together, we get 3.881.